The Revenant is a film from 2015, directed and co-written and produced by Alejandro González Iñárritu. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy in the respective roles of Hugh Glass and Fitzgerald. The film is partly based on the script Revenant, the true story of Hugh Glass and his revenge, and partly on the real story of Hugh Glass, a fur trapper who lived at the turn of the 18th and early 19th century. The film, which granted the Oscar for Best Actor to DiCaprio, won 3 Golden Globes out of 4 nominations, 5 BAFTA Awards out of 9 nominations, and 3 Oscars out of 12 nominations. We are in North Dakota, in 1823 to be precise. Hugh Glass, hired as a guide by a group of men on a hunting trip for pelts, survives an attack by the Arikara Indian tribe, along with 33 of the men on the expedition. The group, led by Glass with his son Hawk at his side, born from a relationship with a Pawnee woman, decides to venture on a tortuous path through the American forests, abandoning the boat they had traveled in, as it is safer, since they fear attacks from the tribe on their trail. On the road, Glass briefly separates from the group to scout the area, but is brutally attacked by a female grizzly bear intent on protecting their cubs. The confrontation with the bear proves almost fatal for Glass, who, although manages to kill the animal, is found dying and with very serious injuries. Commander Harry asks Oak, Fitzgerald and Bridger to look after the wounded man in his last moments, promising them all a handsome reward once they are reunited with the group. However, taking advantage of a moment of calm, Fitzgerald attempts to suffocate Glass in order to return to the group, but is discovered by the latter's son, who is brutally killed by the man. DiCaprio proves that he deserved this Oscar in every way, as the whole scene will happen under the eyes of the dying Glass, who will not even be able to utter a word due to his injuries. DiCaprio's looks and eyes manage to communicate perhaps what 1,000 words could not do. Glass crawls through the woods and onto the barren land to seek revenge on Fitzgerald, and is found by an elderly Pawnee man who rescues him, healing him and restoring his strength for the long journey ahead. Separated, he finds the Indians hang the corpse in an encampment of French soldiers from whom he steals a horse and where he frees a captive Arikara woman. The escape is daring and Glass falls off a cliff, saving himself thanks to his luck, while a handful of French soldiers manage to reach the outpost where Glass' companions have taken refuge. Captain Henry, noticing Glass' canteen at the side of one of the soldiers, will send a reconnaissance party to look for the Hook, thinking him still alive. The group will instead find Glass, who will tell the captain everything that happened, at which point the two decides to go and hunt down Fitzgerald, who has now escaped with all of Henry's gold. The captain will die at the hands of a blow to the head by the man, while Glass will engage in a hand-to-hand combat with the man, seriously wounding him. Glass will forego revenge, leaving a dying Fitzgerald to drift down the river. The man will be caught by the group of Arikara, among whom Glass spots the girl rescued from the camp the day before and revealed to be the daughter of the chieftain. The group will slit Fitzgerald's throat and sculpt him according to the Arikara's costume, while Glass, now purposeless, remains kneeling in the snow, listening to the words of his dead wife, perhaps waiting for death, or perhaps waiting for a new beginning. The film has some notable changes from the written work, such as the fact that Glass had a son, who in the story is the fuse that starts Glass' path of revenge, which does not exist in the book. In the book, revenge never takes place, as Fitz will be protected by a general after enlisting in the US Army. Moreover, in the book, the motive for Glass' revenge is the theft of his rifle by Fitzgerald, and not the cruel killing of his son before his helpless eyes. This also differs from the real story of Hugh Glass, which takes place in South Dakota during summer instead of winter, as in the film. Differences aside, The Revenant, as it may be, is a film that has been extremely well received by international critics and marks not only great achievement for DiCaprio, but also a milestone in the modern cinema world.